guys, so I'm here today. I'm going to be sharing with you how I got to 50k on TikTok and tips for you to also make it to 50k. So I have lots of tips, tricks, everything of that sort, so let's get into it. Currently making this video, I have about 53.6k followers and I have 5.3 million likes, which I think it's cool to have that many likes because that just shows that my content is getting seen by a lot of people. Followers, you know, can come and go, not always watch your stuff, but I feel like the amount of likes you have really shows like if you're doing well, and obviously the followers are to come if you are focusing on getting likes. And personally for me, creating a schedule really helped, and I feel like for a lot of people it will help because then you're like, okay, how many videos do I need out this week? What's my plan to get that many videos out? So making a schedule, I currently, and it's kind of dwindling down now though, because I have posted 3 times a day, every single day, around 5 to 7 p.m. Around 5 to 7 p.m. is loose because sometimes I post it, you know, 4:30 or after 7. So that's not the biggest thing, but if you have kind of a general idea of when you're gonna post and have time to sit down and post really quick, that's a good time frame because then you know you can do it every day. And also 3 times a day, I've been doing that for the past 2 years. Now it's kind of dwindled to like 2. Sometimes I post 3 and then sometimes I take a couple days off because I've been going through a lot. So just know that happens as well and it's okay, but overall have a general schedule that works for your schedule and who you are. So at some point it just becomes a habit and I'm like, okay, I gotta post my videos today. What am I gonna post? And it's just natural at this point. Second biggest thing, I guess, besides posting, is patience. It takes time because Rome wasn't built in a day. I know we hear that all the time, but your TikTok won't be either. I know there's a lot of people who do pop off, blow up, but that is the small minority. Everyone else is usually the majority, and it takes a little bit. Like, it's taken me about 2.5 years now to grow my TikTok up to 50k. I feel like that first year was definitely a grind. I would say the first year is the time that I saw the slowest growth and I felt like it was taking forever, but now it's kind of just not smooth sailing, I'd say, but it definitely feels much easier because I do have that following and I kind of know what works for my page, kind of know what doesn't, practicing new things, and I do have a good schedule and rhythm going along with my channel, which definitely helps. So patience is key. If you're staying consistent and posting what people want to see, you will get there eventually. And honestly, part of the journey is getting there. Like, you don't want to just be like, oh, I want to get there as soon as possible. We're here, I got my 100k, because it is a journey. You learn so much from that. You make such a big community. You make a difference in people's lives. So many things that you don't want to miss during the journey. Okay, now to the nitty-gritty strategy. So my biggest thing is be unique. Obviously, there's multiple people, thousands of people out there doing the same thing you probably want to do or are currently doing, but you need to put a twist on it. Such as, I work at Target. There's plenty of people who work at Target. I shop at Target. There's plenty of people shopping at Target. So I combined my page currently working at Target, shopping at Target, deals, behind the scenes for employees, things that I get for working at Target, things that people may not notice, like, oh my gosh, this is how you use the app, this is how you save the most money, all of that stuff. Also just being relatable of not having a normal 9 to 5 or just being relatable of being in retail. Definitely has helped me a lot. So what can you do? Like, for example, people that stick out to me have created that niche essentially, and I know that's a hard word and hard thing to get to because you're like, I want to post more things. I'm a person who obviously is interested in every different thing out there, and that's like all of us. Like, there's so many things that I could post about, but I think when you are starting out, you need to niche down so people know you for you and be like, oh, Target, Kaitlin, yes, like that makes sense. So for example, of people that I can think of that we have seen who are very big, you can look them up if you haven't heard of them, but I'm sure in your niche, what you're watching on TikTok, you can think of someone who is doing this. So for example, think of Anna Sitar. She started out with doing Starbucks all day, every day, going to Starbucks, ordering random drinks that people recommend, tasting them, having that scream at the end. That's what everyone remembers her for, and can kind of post whatever she wants now. She's really big on transitions, which her transitions are flawless. So just be known for a couple different things, but in the beginning be known for like that one thing so you can at least grow and get yourself to that point where you kind of can post whatever you want and have that freedom. There's plenty of other people I can think of who have a lot of followers who have gotten to where they are today for niching down and being very distinctive. So truly think of what can you do that may be a little bit different than the average person doing. What twist can you put onto it? I personally feel like too, thinking of your story and thinking about truly what makes you unique that you may not think is super unique and posting about that. Like, I never thought, oh my gosh, me working at Target is so unique because there's plenty of other people working at Target. But because of who I am, how I talk, things I like to talk about, working at Target, it's all part of my story that I've combined together to make what my TikTok is currently. Big thing is also think of what people want to see. Yes, I could work at Target and stand there. But I thought about, what do people want to see? People want to see, you know, deals. They want to see me working. They want to know how to get a job at Target. They want to know tips and tricks of working at Target, pros and cons, tips and tricks of shopping at Target, things like that. And you have to think each video, what is the ultimate goal? Is it to relate to someone? Is it to be entertaining? Is it to educate someone? So many different things. And if you check out my TikTok, you can kind of see all of those implementations throughout my entire TikToks. I sometimes have them when I'm just standing there or saying a sound, and I put an overlay of text of saying like, oh, POV working at Target, and it's like, it's about to get worse, but I think it's gonna get worse. So that's something that you can do, like use trending sounds to your advantage and put them into your niche and how it relates to you. So it doesn't always have to be educational, it can be relatable as well, and people love that. And you can do a lot of educational videos because that's just you talking. And honestly, I feel like in the past, that's where I feel like I've gotten the most followers, most engagement, is when it's my unique videos where I'm talking about something that people want to hear. For example, my target of how much I made for my raise. That was just an overlay of the background and then me talking, and that got 3.8 million views to this day and is my highest viewed video. It's also my highest engagement video. I have a lot of comments, likes, shares on that, and that is something that I'm just talking to the camera. I have had a lot of videos where I'm just lip syncing a song or an audio, and those do well, but I feel like I don't see as much engagement, as much followers coming from those viral videos versus my more unique ones. So definitely, as you're starting out, play with trending sounds, but also think of ideas that you can do that are super unique to your niche and who you are. And when you're doing educational videos, think about like, what is something that I can bring to the table that would help someone? It's kind of like a business. You always want to bring out a business of, what can I put out there that will help people so they want to buy it, so they want to watch. So it all is kind of, you know, a business to be online, to show your face, to put out videos, and you have to get something out that people want to watch. Because if you're just sitting there not doing anything and you're not at the level of people with 1 million plus followers, that's not as interesting, and people aren't going to want to watch that video, especially when you're starting out and even in the first 100K followers, if not even more than that. You got to bring that value, and you will see a big return on that. Biggest thing, short videos are key. I am starting to dwindle off from making only 15-second videos, but 15-second videos have what saved me and what has helped me grow the most. If I'm thinking I need to post 3 videos a day, I'm not going to be making a whole bunch of 3+ minute videos because that's going to take me way too long. Not only does it help you get more videos out, people's attention spans are so small these days, especially with so many things on the internet to watch. So I feel like the 15-second videos are a good baseline. So you're like, okay, what can I say in 15 seconds? What can I do? What lip sync can I do? Things like that. And I feel like that has helped me the most, because when it is shorter too, people are like, okay, I watched it, and it's easier to get the full amount of watching on your video versus a longer video, especially in the beginning. And honestly, I still do that now, and it's still very impactful because I, like I said, do text overlay on a sound. Also, I get quick to the point in my other types of videos, so it just helps and benefits everyone in the process. Also, big thing is, don't feel like you need to add all these graphics, these overlays, this editing, these transitions, because that takes a lot of time as well. Like, it's literally okay to make it as simple as possible. Something that I do on my page is so easy, is just do the text overlay. I do a couple transitions, but mainly the text overlay, and that's about it to this day, and I have 50,000 and counting. So I think that says something. You don't always have to make everything extravagant, make everything perfect and aesthetic, and just get those videos out. People want to see the real you, and you don't have to overcomplicate it. So I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but I'm just gonna say it again, is follow trends, follow trending sounds. There's always trending sounds every week, every month, and I feel like those do really well because people can relate them to literally any niche. So I love that. So for example, I do, like I said, a lot of them on my page. You can kind of scroll through my TikTok and it'll show you examples and be like, oh, these are probably what she's talking about, trending sounds, putting audio, putting the text over it, voila, there's her video. And then obviously there's the ones where I don't use trending sounds and I use my voice, and you can tell from those videos as well. So just definitely be analytical when you're looking through my TikTok if you're trying to think of ideas, get inspo, stuff like that. Biggest thing also is bulk film. I feel like that has saved me a lot. I'm not the type of person who wants to film every single day because I feel like like I'm just gonna have to always be on. And then you always have content out even on the days you're not filming. I think, like I said, it saved me so much mindfulness, it has saved me time, and it's honestly what has helped me be able to post 3 times a day. Less than 50-second videos and bulk filming has saved me so much time and has not let me burn out from posting so much in the past. Also, obviously not everyone feels like filming every day anyway, and you don't always feel inspired of having new content, so I feel like bulk filming is literally the best thing ever. So my process is, I think of the ideas, I bulk film a lot of them in a couple of days, and then I save them obviously in my drafts on TikTok, and then I go through them of which ones I want that day, or I edit them when I'm bored, and then I have a couple to post throughout the week and just add the overlays, add the sounds, the caption, everything like that, so then it's ready and already there for you when you need to post. Okay, my next thing is having an 80-20% rule. Obviously posting on social media should be fun to you at the end of the day, because that is what's going to keep you going for so long, because this is a marathon, not a race. Most of the people who gain virality quick usually don't stay up there. If you can gain virality, that's a hard word to say, if you can gain virality throughout a long period of time, that's going to do you so much better. You're going to have better brand deals, you're going to have a better community with you, wanting to follow you, wanting to be with you and buy products that you recommend, want to actually truly just be there for you. That's where you're going to get that. And so you obviously have to post videos you like. So I follow this 80-20 rule. Sometimes it's over 20, but I would say 80% is strategy videos. What am I going to be posting that will help me grow so I can continue on doing this, making money off of it at some point, getting brand deals, making a community, things like that. And then the other 20% can be just fun things that you like to post. Like obviously, like I post a lot of stuff about Winston, fun things like that, making coffee that aren't truly related to Target, but that's okay, because that's what makes me excited, that's what helps me, and maybe I'll even find a new niche to do in the future when Target is not here anymore for me. And just 20% like truly what you want. Like honestly, it literally could be you doing something random. And so I feel like that's a really good frame of reference to be thinking about when you are posting on TikTok as well. So my biggest thing to wrap this whole thing up is honestly, have consistency, have a plan, and have patience. Those are the top 3 things I feel like you need in this type of industry, in this type of work, just in general with a business and everything like that. You need all those 3 things, and strategy. I feel like that might be number 4, but you guys can do this. I'm just a basic girl from Nebraska who works at Target, and I grew my following to this much so far, and I don't see myself stopping because I love posting content. I love creating that community, and I think it's so fun. So we're just gonna go bullet point through everything I just talked about to end this video, because I feel like this was a lot of information, but these are the top 5 things that you should be doing, and everything I talked about earlier is bullet pointed throughout this list. Number 1 is don't get deterred when you don't get followers, views right away. It takes time, and if you have some strategy behind that and staying consistent, the followers and views will come. Don't spend too much money on the startups, don't spend money on making videos, things like that, because that will eat up your costs when you are starting to make money. All of my TikTok videos are basically near free for me to make. I do buy some stuff for some videos obviously, but most of them, majority of them, are completely free to make. Don't overcomplicate things. You can do that. You can be in a whirlwind. You want to be perfectionist. You want to have all of these extra overlays, editing. It's not needed. Don't overcomplicate it. Enjoy what you're posting. Obviously, that's what's going to keep you going for a long time versus, you know, just worrying about everything else. You have to enjoy it. Number 1 priority. Biggest thing, I don't know why I didn't put this as number 1, but is put your email in your bio. There's been countless of times that I've been reached out by brands saying, oh my gosh, I'm glad you have your email in your bio on TikTok because now I can reach you. Literally, they're like, there's so many creators that don't have that. So I've got so many of my brand deals paid and gifted because I had my email in my bio. So that is the biggest thing when you're starting out and actually starting to grow and gain that traction. So I hope you guys liked watching this. Please let me know below if you have any questions about growing on TikTok. I'd love to make another video or just answer the question down below. And I hope you guys liked watching this, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye guys!